the other day we asked a question, how does he separate emotion when he's making such large deals? So we'd like to take these questions further and ask Uncle G, how do you channel the three eyes? And by the way, I've never heard such an intricate response to such a question where it's such enlightened, bringing all these different facets into the decision. But we'll ask Uncle G, how do you channel the three eyes so we can get further into this process? Uncle G?
Yes, sir. You're asking how to bring these things into practice.
Yes.
Right? Obviously, the first one that's available to us is instinct. Right? Instinct is it's all related to your body. Our body has an ancient history, not from the day you were born, but body has come through gene pool, through DNA. It has evolved through basically from the day the life began on this planet. So there are some inbuilt, ingrained things available to us. When something is good, we know it's good. When there's danger, we know that there is danger. When we are getting ourselves into a precarious situation, the spidey senses are going off, but we just... The problem that has happened to the new generation or to modern man is that we live a cocooned life. We live in a cocoon. Our beds are soft. We're not in a jungle. We're not there at nighttime. So our instinct doesn't get the time to be sharpened. Right? We have forgotten to listen to instinct. We listen more to Google.
Yes, yes. Everybody's asking
more
their best friend Google.
Absolutely, or to Facebook, or this, that.
Yeah.
So we are used to taking information from given to us, rather than making sense of information, sensory information that's available. So as instinct, it's very important to listen to what your gut is saying. Make yourself available to listen to your core. Hey, when I'm talking to this guy, do I want to shake hands with him? Do I feel like taking 2 steps back? Know all of that. In situations when you see a property, hey, does this property gives me good goosebumps, or do I get a little bit chill factor, or I don't want to be here, etc. Know that, listen to that, use that. More you will use your instinct, more it will become available to you. Intellect is the ability to reason and to have logic and reason used as a tool, as scalpel to get behind the scenes, say, hey, does this make sense? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Because these are all reasonable and logical steps. But know that reason and logic is not everything. Reason and logic are basically flashlights in your hand that lights 2 feet forward, 2 feet sideways, etc. That's all it can do. But deeper thinking comes from the third eye, and that's inspiration. Inspiration is something that you make yourself available to. You cannot force inspiration. For inspiration can never be forced. So sitting with your eyes closed, or just making yourself available to nature and say, hey, come and work through me. Making yourself available to the universe to send that lightning through you. As I call it, inspiration is like that lightning on a bright sunny day. It just comes through you. You just know it. But you have to make a practice of making yourself available to it. That part of you cannot force. You just become available to it. And you ask the universe to play through you. And it does.
Thank you so much, Uncle G, to explain the enlightening side. There's so much more to decision making as just say, okay, let's do this deal. But we will have a lot more and share a lot more of Uncle's wisdom with you guys. And we'd like to thank Uncle G for taking that time. Thank you, Uncle.